So both absolute and incremental encoders measure the angle position, which is based on the position of the shaft. So within an absolute encoder, this position is retained regardless of whether the encoder is powered or not. Even if the movement is made without the power to the encoder and power is applied, the encoder knows its true new position. So very common classification of encoder is based on encoding principle, and the difference between incremental and absolute encoder can be seen as the difference between the stopwatch and a clock. A stopwatch measures the relative time that elapsed between its start and its stop. So we can read the time by adding the value of elapsed time. And a clock, on the other hand, shows the exact current time within a day. So similar to stopwatch, an incremental encoder indicate the relative position and direction of movement by adding pulses to a known start position. And an absolute encoder can be compared to a clock because it reads the unique magnetization pattern of a scale or a ring and therefore knows the absolute position. An absolute has a unique code for each shaft position which represent the absolute position of the encoder, while an incremental encoder generate an output signal each time the shaft rotates a certain angle, and the number of generated pulses is proportional to the angular position of the shaft. So every time incremental encoder is switched on, the pulses which is counted from the zeros, and this means that the position is not stored. So absolute encoder measure absolute or true angular position. This contrasts with the incremental encoder which measure the change in angular position. The absolute encoder typically output either a digital data stream such as a serial synchronous interface or a analog signal such as 0 to 10 volt or 4 to 20 milliampere. The next is optical. Now the optical encoder detects the optical pulse signal which have passed through the slit, converts them into electrical signal and output them. It is easier to improve the accuracy and the resolution than a magnetic encoder and can be used in application when strong magnet. So an optical encoder is a type of rotary encoder which uses a sensor to identify the position change as light passes through a pattern encoder wheel or disc. There are four components in an optical shaft encoder: light source, that is LED, sensor and movable disc, and fixed mask. So LED shines through one side of the optical shaft encoder, and the encoder wheel or the disc has a series of tracks on it and similar to the concentric grooves in an LP. The mask has a corresponding track for every track on the disc of the optical encoder and small perforations called windows. These are cut along the tracks in the mask. Now the next is magnetic. The magnetic encoder detects the rotational position of information as the change of the magnetic field convert them into electrical signal and output them. So the simplest magnetic encoder consists of permanent magnet and magnetic sensor. It is attached to the tip of the rotating body such as the motor shaft, and the magnetic sensor is fixed in a state where it is mounted on the PCB board at a position where it receives the magnetic field generated by permanent magnet. So the magnetic encoder detects the rotational position information as changes of the magnetic field and convert them into electrical signal and output them. Then magnetic encoder are used for application that place importance on a robust against the environment, small size and lightweight, and high reliability. Then the next is light curtains. So these can automatically interrupt the operation of the potentially dangerous device or machinery if human operator is present. It consists of two parts, transmitter and receiver. Transmitter consists of multiple LEDs which send the pulses of infrared light to the receiver. Pulses emit in sequence such as from the top to the bottom, and each pulse releases at specific frequency. Then receiver pair with the transmitter to expect these pulses in a right sequence and timing. Then the next is laser area scanner. A safety laser scanner is a sensing device which is designed to protect a personnel from injury. So these devices are most commonly used in factory automation for machine safeguarding, and this device scan an area, and if person or object is detected, a signal is sent to stop the nearby machine or hazard to prevent the injury. And the last is safety interlock switches. So these are means of safeguarding the monitors the position of the guard or gate. We can use them to shut off the power and control personal access and prevent machine from starting when the guard is open. Then vision. So it is advanced safety system for a industrial work cell with a human robot collaboration. The system monitor work cell in 3D and implements a dynamic speed and operation separation monitoring. Thank you.